32.8 billion ringgit potential investments secured from South Korea. Digital economy to reach $31 billion in 2024. Salam Malaysia Madani, I'm Daryl Baptist and you're watching Malaysia Tonight. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim's three-day working visit to South Korea has generated potential investments worth 32.8 billion ringgit for Malaysia.
Speaking to the media, Datuk Seri Anwar said the visit has not only strengthened bilateral ties between the two countries, but has also created opportunities to attract high-impact investments into Malaysia. In addition to the bilateral meeting with President Yook Suk Yeol yesterday, Datuk Seri Anwar, who is also the Finance Minister, held closed-door meetings with several South Korean conglomerates, including chaebols that traditionally enjoy close ties with the South Korean government. The companies he met included Hyundai Motor, Lotte, OCI Holdings, Samsung, SK Nexalis and POSCO.
Setakat ini potensi pelaburan ialah 32.8 bilion ringgit dan ekspor yang hampir segera dari Malaysia mencecah 1.3 bilion ringgit.
Earlier, Hyundai Motor announced new investments amounting to $479 million in Malaysia over a 6-year period, starting next year through a strategic partnership with Inocom for the automotive assembly of several new models.
On a related matter, Malaysia is looking forward to further collaborating with South Korea in more substantive learning curve decisions or discussions as well, including digitalization and artificial intelligence or AI that can benefit both countries.
Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim said Malaysia had established strong ties with South Korea for more than 6 decades without any issues or controversy.
Malaysia, a true friend of Korea, and that is why I think we look forward to further collaboration, and I believe the President would certainly support not only in terms of the MOUs and the collaboration, but the more substantive learning curve discussion, including on digital and AI, to be able to benefit from one another. And I think in certain fields of academic achievement, certainly we can benefit more from Korea.
The Prime Minister was delivering a special address titled Strategic Partners in a Complex World, Malaysia, Korea and the Future of Asia at Seoul National University today. Datuk Seri Anwar is on a 3-day official visit to South Korea to further strengthen bilateral relations between Malaysia and South Korea, as both countries will be celebrating the 65th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations in 2025.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, however, the Prime Minister said Malaysia strongly condemns the provocative act by North Korea, which not only causes instability in the region, but is also inconsistent with humanitarian values accepted by all.
Datuk Seri Anwar said any provocations by Pyongyang could disrupt the whole process of bringing peace to the region and cause further uncertainty.
Whatever power, ballistic missiles, nuclear they want to have for themselves, I mean, that's a different issue. But the moment it's deemed to be provocative or a challenge to any other state, and it's, for this matter are okay, then we condemn. That's why Malaysia takes a strong position. We condemn the provocation by North Korea because it is inconsistent with the values not only by we accept, but humanitarian values, peace, stability in the region.
Recently, a United States-led statement approved by 10 of the 15 United Nations or UN Security Council members condemned a recent North Korean intercontinental ballistic missile launch and called on Pyongyang to return to the negotiating table and abandon its missile programs.
Moving on to more local news, the government has allocated 16.81 million ringgit for the phased upgrade of all 11 monorail stations in Kuala Lumpur to enhance the safety and comfort of passengers. The allocation for Prasarana Malaysia Berhad includes 6.81 million ringgit to install automatic platform gates at all stations, along with 10 million ringgit for the repair and maintenance of lifts and escalators.
According to Transport Minister Anthony Loke, this initiative is part of the government's ongoing efforts to improve passenger experience while also encouraging more people to use public transport.
Walaupun projek ini sepatutnya mengambil masa 12 bulan, tetapi sukacita saya nak umumkan hari ini, dua daripada stesen ini telah pun siap dan sedang beroperasi dengan ada pintunya sekali, iaitu KL Central dan stesen Tun Sambatan. Menjelang akhir bulan ini, 4 lagi stesen akan siap dengan pintunya, iaitu Maharaja Rela, Imbi, Hang Tuah dan Bukit Bintang. Dan selebihnya menjelang 31 Disember akhir tahun ini, semua stesen termasuk Raja Curan, Badan Tuanku, Titi Wangsa, Bukit Nanas dan Chowkit semuanya akan siap dari segi penggunaan pintu ataupun PAGS ini.
Lok was met after inspecting the APG system at the KL Central Monorail station. In addition, the minister said repairs to the lifts and escalators across all 11 stations are expected to be completed by April next year. Furthermore, in an effort to improve service frequency, Lok said the government has awarded a contract to procure 3 additional monorail train sets. This will reduce the waiting time between trains from 7 minutes to 5 minutes.
Owners of the new Proton X series are going to be in for a surprise. The MyTV Mana Mana content streaming application is now accessible on the Infotainment Head Unit or IHU for the Proton X series vehicles. This initiative, a collaboration between MyTV, ACO Tech and Proton, is a landmark achievement in the nation's broadcasting industry, allowing seamless mobile access to MyTV digital TV broadcasts across various digital devices, offering enhanced convenience to the public.
At the launch of the application today, Communications Minister Fahmi Fadil said the move is instrumental in advancing the broadcasting economy, with the MyTV terrestrial DTT platform now reaching some 7.5 million viewers.
Seperti peralihan daripada CD kepada streaming music, unit paparan interaktif dalam kenderaan ataupun IHU adalah langkah yang seterusnya yang bakal menggantikan kaedah penerimaan siaran radio FM melalui radio frekuensi. Jadi dalam usaha mempelbagaikan perkhidmatan penyiarannya, MyTV kini maju selangkah dengan memperkenal perkhidmatan MyTV mana-mana menerusi IHU dalam kereta Proton X series bermula dengan X70.
MyTV had earlier introduced the MyTV Mana Mana platform on Kereta Api Tanah Melayu Berhad's or KTMB trains, providing passengers of the electric train service or ETS in business class coaches with the ability to access MyTV digital TV broadcasts on the go. Speaking to reporters after the launch, Fahmi mentioned the possibility of extending the application's usage to in-flight entertainment systems.
Coming up next, Malaysia's 2024 IPO mania continues, leading the regional market.
The number of malicious and false statements spread by SMS or social media platforms have become too widespread. The public is advised to be careful and not fall for such ploys and sharing or forwarding such messages. Remember that spreading fake news is an offence under Section 233 of the Communications and Multimedia Act 1998. This carries the penalty of a fine not exceeding 50,000 ringgit or up to 1 year imprisonment or both upon conviction.
Hello again. Malaysia's digital economy is poised to reach 31 billion US dollars, an estimated 138.4 billion ringgit in gross merchandise value or GMV in 2024, an increase of 16% from 2023, according to the latest Economy Southeast Asia 2024 by Google, Temasek and Bain and Company. The country's digital economy has progressed towards profitability while maintaining double-digit growth for GMV.
Google Malaysia Country Director Farhan Qureshi said Malaysia's digital economy has charted consistent growth, and this year is another strong testament of the potential of Malaysia's digital economy.
And then the other very fascinating thing is about how AI adoption is doing so well. Users in Malaysia rank top 10 countries in the world in terms of interest around AI. And then it's underlined with all the investments that we're also seeing in Malaysia, with about $15 billion announced already by multiple players. Google's made its announcement around close to $2 billion as well.
He said this in a media briefing at the release of the report today. According to the report, deeper digital participation among users, effective monetization strategies, and the recovery of pandemic-impacted sectors are expected to drive continued growth. Farhan said Malaysia was among the top 10 countries globally driving AI research interests, especially in the education, marketing, and gaming sectors. The report estimates Malaysia's current data center capacity at 120 megawatts and expects that to expand 5 times over the coming years.
Malaysia is currently leading the region's initial public offering or IPO market, with increasing participation from both institutional and retail investors, reflecting growing interest in capital markets. According to Rakuten Trade, the stronger performance is underpinned by attractive valuations, supportive regulators Bursa Malaysia and the Securities Commission, the government's clear business-centric framework and improving fundamentals.
So far this year, 33 companies have been listed across Bursa Malaysia's ACE market, Main Market 10 and Leap Market 2. The market is on track to reach 50 listings, with several more in the pipeline, including 4 on the ACE market and 1 on the Main Market. Rakuten Trade, based on draft prospectus, exposures, forecasts 2025 to be another bumper year for IPOs, likely surpassing this year's record numbers. Bursa Malaysia has set a target of 50 IPOs for next year, having already achieved its key performance indicator for 2024. The online brokerage also noted that listings such as 99 Speedmart, Azam Jaya and recently listed Life Water demonstrate a renewed interest among retail investors. The positive global economic outlook, coupled with robust domestic fundamentals, positions Malaysia's equity market for sustained growth.
The Finance Ministry and Bank Negara Malaysia are looking at the possibility of extending the implementation of the MySalam scheme for 2 more years. According to Finance Minister 2, Datuk Seri Amir Hamzah Azizan, the MySalam scheme was originally planned to operate for a period of 5 years, from 2019 to 2023, has been extended 2 years until 2025 under Budget 2024.
Kementerian Kewangan dan Bank Negara Malaysia sedang mengkaji pelanjutan skim MySalam untuk tambahan 2 tahun lagi. sementara merangka skim baru yang boleh menyediakan insurans dan takaful yang mampu diperolehi golongan B40 untuk jangka panjang. Sehubungan dengan itu, dalam belanjawan 2025, kerajaan telah menyediakan RM60 juta bagi penyediaan voucher untuk membiayai sebahagian kos produk pelindungan tenang untuk golongan B40.
On the welfare of the MySalam staff, Datuk Sri Amir Hamzah said the allowance of the MySalam staff appointed under contract by Great Eastern Takaful Berhad had been increased to RM110 per day starting 1st November. If officers wish to terminate their employment contracts, the Takaful industry also provides entrepreneurial opportunities for those officers to become Takaful agents or consultants.
The Plantation and Commodities Ministry is considering several tax incentives to attract investors into Malaysia to build a production hub for sustainable aviation fuel, also known as SAF. Minister Datuk Sri Johari Abdul Ghani said Malaysia, as the world's second largest palm oil producer, is in a strategic position to become a leading global sustainable aviation fuel producer.
Antara bahan mentah feedstock yang boleh diguna pakai untuk menghasilkan SAF termasuklah empty fruit bunch, palm oil, mill effluents atau pome dan juga minyak masak terpakai UCO, di mana Malaysia merupakan pengeluar sawit kedua terbesar dunia.
In line with the Malaysia Aviation Decarbonisation Blueprint, the Ministry, in collaboration with the Investment, Trade and Industry Ministry, or MITI, is working to develop a document on a national strategy for SAF to support Malaysia's SAF production and consumption industries. He added that Malaysia is expected to start producing SAF in 2027, with capacity to rise in stages depending on plant capacity and raw materials availability. This initiative is in line with Malaysia's agenda to become Southeast Asia's main SAF producer.
Malaysia and Russia will persist in seeking collaborative opportunities through an international business forum titled World of Opportunities, Russia-ASEAN, which began in Kuala Lumpur. The two-day forum, organized by the Ross Congress Foundation, serves as a platform for dialogue aimed at enhancing trade and investment relations between Russia and ASEAN.
Speaking to RTM, Chairman of the Ross Congress Foundation, Alexander Stuglev, said that the key areas for collaboration between Malaysia and Russia will include agriculture, fertilizers, medicine and cybersecurity.
Достаточно динамичная, в частности, отношения России и АСЕАН носят отношения от России и АСЕАН носят статус стратегического партнерства. Если вы знаете, Малайзия недавно, например, стала страной-партнером БРИКС, и здесь тоже открываются новые возможности. Поэтому, отвечая на ваш вопрос, мы, именно Россия, АСЕАН, Россия, Малайзия, сегодня находимся в постоянном диалоге и в политическом, и в бизнес-диалоге, что создает серьезную основу и платформу для дальнейшего развития новых проектов, новых отношений.
This forum will bring more than 400 participants from business associations and government structures from Russia, Malaysia and ASEAN countries. The event also aims to consolidate the position of key economic players in the region.
Still ahead, Malaysian High Commission issues travel advisory amid protest in Pakistan.
Welcome to On the Table.
Obviously, there are two main engines of growth in any economies. What are the implications of Malaysia's growth on employment, income levels, and also standard of living for the population?
From a historical perspective, it's been good. The capacity in our country can be built to be in the same level as the world standards.
Malaysians in Pakistan have been advised to exercise caution due to a march on the capital Islamabad by jailed former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan's supporters. The Malaysian High Commission in Islamabad asked Malaysians to stay informed about the local situation, follow the instructions issued by Pakistani officials and register with the diplomatic mission.
The High Commission, in an advisory posted on its Facebook page on Tuesday, said to avoid unnecessary travel, especially in areas that may be affected by unrest. 4 security personnel were killed on Monday in an attack that Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif on Tuesday blamed on Imran's supporters, who have since Sunday been trying to reach Di Chowk, the square outside the Parliament building. The marchers are trying to put pressure on the government to release Imran, who is in jail facing several cases. The government has vowed to deal with the mobs with a heavy hand if the banned protest is held in the capital's main area.
In regards to the recent tragedy in Laos, police in Laos have detained the manager and 7 staff of a backpacker hostel in Vang Vieng following the deaths of 6 tourists from suspected methanol poisoning, state media reported Tuesday. 2 Danish citizens, an American, a British and 2 Australians died following the media, or rather what media said was a night out in town on 12th November.
Police have detained the 34-year-old manager of the Nana Backpacker Hostel and 7 other employees for interrogation, according to the Laos Post on Tuesday. Local media reported that all those detained were Vietnamese nationals. Vang Vieng has been a fixture on the Southeast Asia backpacker trail since Laos's secretive communist rulers opened the country to tourism decades ago. The town was once synonymous with alcohol and drug-fueled jungle parties for backpackers, but has since rebranded as an eco-tourism destination. Alcohol tainted with methanol is suspected to be the cause of the deaths.
Coming up in sports, Kim Sui joins Indonesian club Persis Solo. Stay with us. Former Sabah FC manager Dato' Ong Kim Sui has been officially appointed as the new head coach of Persis Solo, a football club in the Indonesian League. The news was officially announced by Persis Solo through a post on the team's official Facebook page early this morning.
The development thus answers the rumours regarding the direction of Dato' Kim Sui, who was also linked to the new structure of Harimau Malaya earlier. Persis Solo is currently 3rd in the league table with 7 points after 11 matches. On Thursday, the 53-year-old manager announced his departure from the Rhinos after his contract ended on 30th November. Since being appointed in September 2021, Dato' Kim Sui has helped Sabah finish the Super League in the top 3 for 2 consecutive seasons, besides driving them to the semi-finals of the ASEAN zone of the AFC Cup last season.
Still in footballing news, Cristiano Ronaldo struck twice for Al Nassr as they continued to thrive in the AFC Champions League elite, with the Saudi champions defeating Al Gharafa 3-1 in Qatar on Monday. The 39-year-old's contributions moved Al Nassr nearer to the last 8, needing just 2 points from their final 3 group games.
Al Nassr captain Ronaldo had looked destined to endure a hugely frustrating game, following a series of missed opportunities in the first half at Al Bayt Stadium. However, the Portugal star finally opened the scoring little more than 50 seconds into the second half, when he headed home Sultan Al Ghanam's cross from close range. Al Nassr then doubled their advantage through Angelo Gabriel, a summer signing from Chelsea. on 58 minutes before the Brazilian turned provider 6 minutes later to tee up Ronaldo for his second. Al Garrafa eventually pulled one back through Joselu, a former teammate of Ronaldo at Madrid. Yet their hopes for an unlikely late rally disappeared when Seydou Sano was sent off 6 minutes from the end of normal time for a second bookable offence. The win ensures Al Nassr remain unbeaten through 5 matches in the western side of the draw and move second in the 12-team table.
In another match, Ivan Toney came off the bench to score twice and earn Al Ahly a 2-1 win over Al Ain. The win moves the Saudi side into the knockout rounds of the AFC Champions League Elite and leaves the defending champions in danger of missing out on the last 16. In Premier League news, West Ham produced a clinical away performance to beat resurgent Newcastle 2-0 on Monday, easing the pressure on B-League manager Julen Lopetegui.
Thomas Souček headed the visitors in front against the run of play at St James's Park, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka grabbed a rare goal in the second half to double the Hammers' lead. Newcastle were unable to capitalise on the chances they created, failing to build on the momentum created by recent wins against Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. The result, only West Ham's second win on the road this season, lifts them to 15 points, just 3 behind 10th place Newcastle, who missed out on the chance to move into the top 6. It will be a huge relief for Lopetegui, whose future has been a matter of mounting speculation, just months after he replaced David Moyes.
That's it from us this evening. In our top story, 32.8 billion ringgit potential investments secured from South Korea. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Thank you for watching. Wishing you all a smashing week ahead. And until next time, take care. Good night.